What is going on, guys? An absolute crazy turn of events. I guess, apparently, Ruby Tears launched. So I did not expect this, did not see it coming, did not know that it was coming. And so this is kind of interesting. So it gives us something to do. I mean, we have a new tier to grind for. We look through the catalog. You know, they're all in there at least. I have not confirmed whether or not I can pull one or not. I have not seen that yet, but there is a new season. There is new cards in the game. There's new plays. There's new equipments. There's new all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, guess kind of exciting. I mean, kind of gives us something to do and kind of gives us something to grind for now. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump on. We're going to grind. We're going to try to get some of these new Ruby cards. And so, yeah. What is going on, guys? Yo, Samuel, what's up, man? Sorry, what is going on, brother? Ruby tier, nice. Yes. Very, very, very nice. Yo, Gabe, what is up? Roberts, what's going on? We'll be in for a few minutes, then leaving for an hour. Then we'll be back closer to 3. All right, brother. Take care of your business. Yeah, it was a surprise. Definitely a surprise. And what's also a surprise, which you haven't seen yet, which some people haven't seen yet, is this bad boy right here. Check this out. What do we got here? We got a Marvin Harrison Jr. as the highest card in the game right now. I think they were reaching out to me saying, hey, Sonny, yo, this is it. So I don't know how to get it. We'll just have to see. I have not jumped into Sapphire seasons yet. Apparently, you got to go through Emerald again and finish it, which we will do during the stream. In order to get to it, it doesn't automatically unlock, even though you already have it unlocked. We got to do it again, but... if you're interested in checking it out, you know what cards are available. You know, we'll go through the cards real quick. There is 100 of them, so we'll go through it kind of quickly. Yo, Georgia 2, Portugal 0. Yo, is Kavar absolutely destroying right now or what? This is Joe Alt. Okay, he was like the 4th pick, I think. Here's our neighbors. Oh no, that's Bowers. It's Brock Bowers. And last one we got is... I won't even pronounce it, but cute little placeholder right there for the Colts. But we got Nick Bosa. We got Joe Burrow. We got Trevor Lawrence. We got Bryce Young. Justin Jefferson. We got a good old Sauce Gardner event card. I guess that's the one coming tomorrow. Which that's kind of interesting. Christian Kirk. Yo, Matt Prater. Highest Cardinal. Besides, of course, for the Marvin Harrison Jr. Lamar Jackson up here. Okay. George Kittle. Interesting. We do have looks like new cards that I don't think have ever received a card yet. Devontae Adams, Myles Garrett with a regular card, which is better than his normal card. We got Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy. We do have some cards that don't have images on them yet. So Jesse Bates, there's quite a few of them. Stephon Diggs. Yo, Derek, I had to go to the draft board. So what I did was I went to the draft board because I had the same problem. I was like 78,000 or 79,000 or something like that. I went to the draft board and I pulled a card and it increased my deck up to 40 or at 40 points, like whatever I pulled. I don't know if it's just pulling a Sapphire card or what, but whatever Sapphire card I pulled, I noticed my deck tier went up 40 points. And then once it did that, it went to Ruby. And so, but you're right. When you first log in, you can't get it there. And so I had to collect a couple of them. I'm 74,000. I take that back. 74,000. So yeah, just go to the draft board, get some cards. Hopefully it'll do it. Put a gold in your deck and replace it with a back with Sapphire. Yeah, that might work too. That might be easier, Derek. I'd try Saris first. I'll be watching until 2, then back at 3. All right, Roberts. Closer to 61K. Nice, nice. Travis Kelce. Joe Mixon. Nick Chubbs. Gardner Johnson. Patrick Surtain. Who's this? Josh Jacobs? Yep, Josh Jacobs. Again, a lot of them don't have images. Russell Wilson. Keenan Allen on the Bears. The last Keenan Allen we got was a Chargers. So some of these, obviously, with different teams, doesn't look like they have images on them yet. I don't see, obviously, we don't see any historic or anything like that yet. Christian McCaffrey. There is over 100 cards, so 100 new Sapphires. There are new plays, there are new equipments, there are everything. So, yeah. Brill Peppers, interesting. Again, like I said, a lot of these, it does look like they do have, you know, they didn't receive cards in previous tiers. So there are some of them, quite a few of them, that doesn't have, or that has new cards. Did the Cardinals only get one single card? There's no way the Cardinals only got one card, right? They did. What? Oh my god. Okay, I take that back. I take that back. This is bullshit. There is 100 cards, 100 plus cards in the game, and they gave the Cardinals one single card. One single card. Which you want to bet it's the only team that has only one card. Rams got 4. Niners got 4. Seattle got 5. So for the whole West, Cardinals get 1, and everybody else gets 4 or 5. That's fair. That's fair. That's a way to make me upset. Redskins with 4. Okay, Eagles only got 1. So I guess there are other teams that did get only 1. Giants with 2. Cowboys with 3. I do like how they're picking different people though. Because like the Cowboys get Brandon Cooks. You got Brandon Aubrey and Micah Parsons. And so I don't think any of these 3 guys got cards in previous tiers. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. So you have to play Emerald Seasons again in order to play Sapphire? It looks like that. It does look like that because I could not go to Sapphire. It showed locked. Kind of unexpected. Unfortunately, to do Sapphires, you have to do Emerald again, yes. I have completed it as well. Yo, you got Bubba Ray from the table flip? Lucky, dude. Very lucky. Yo, Jeffrey, what is up, man? Welcome, dude. Hey, good luck getting it. Good luck getting it. Yo, Swift, what is up, brother? So I'm at 77 for my team. It still says Sapphire. How do you fix that? Never mind. I'm Ruby 3. Haven't gotten rubies. Yeah, you gotta like either switch out cards in your deck or play the draft board until you get a pull, and then it'll switch it out. So let's check out. Oh, never mind. This is Emerald season. It doesn't matter. So let's just get through Emerald. Did Ruby drop now? Ruby dropped now. Mike, it did. Yep, it is live. It is live. I mean, I haven't confirmed completely yet because we still haven't got a Ruby pull. But by all appearances, it is live.
Now this is an opportunity for the
And so we're gonna grind until we get we're gonna do Sapphire season, we're gonna do all that stuff.
right now it looks like
Have I seen the summer cards? I have not, Jack. I have not. I was at a VA appointment with the VA, and so I just got back and I logged on to the computer, and boom, I saw it. So I don't like the clown design of summer cards. I hate clowns. They are creepy. I'll have to see them. I'll have to check them out, man. See what they look like.
he takes it to the house.
You were wrong. Wrong about what? You talking about when Ruby Tier was launching? Yeah, I mean, I just made a guess. But I was wrong on that, yes. Yo, Eagle. What is up, man? Portugal is getting beat. Yeah, I know. I know. It's crazy. George is beating them. That's nuts. WWE screwed up atomic drops. Pay to win. That sucks. Let's see if we can't get our very first. Whoa. Is that a reset? That's not even a reset. Emeralds are not resets. Emeralds are not resets. New tier Ruby is live. And look at all of these emeralds. We are pulling on the draft board. Oh, that is going to be so much easier to get all of these cards leveled up. Oh yeah, Mike. I got you. I got you on that. I was very surprised. I was very surprised how low they made it. 79K is very, very low. Yo, Doom Skull, what's going on, brother? Welcome, man. On reset number 24 and still no rubies. Wow, they don't even give us a freebie. They don't even give us a freebie. Is that what you're saying? Reminder, get your 100 credit daily streak. Oh, shit. All right. Appreciate the reminder, Eagle. Appreciate it, man.
This one has the markings of a classic.
Hopefully, that's a lot. No, 24 of them is a lot.
Looks tough to beat.
No freebie either. What did we have to do? Score a play in six plays. Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate, man. Obviously, we should get one. I mean, especially if they're gonna make the pull rates that low, where you get, where you go through 24 of them and you still don't get one. That's very, very low. Yo, just pulled your first Ruby equipment. Okay. Okay, so that's something. That's something. Yo, crazy Mexican. What is up, man? You've pulled 6 rubies so far. Nice. Who'd you pull? Anybody good? Anybody you wanted? 7 games into the season. 7 games into the new Sapphire season, or are you having to do Ruby or Emerald all over again too? Yo, Brandon Cooks from Cowboys. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'd take that. I mean, I'll take any of them. I'll take any of them. So, I mean, Glad it's here. Gives us something to do. Gives us something to grind. So, I mean, we're definitely happy about that. 84%. I like that.
Oh, and he took it to the house.
We're gonna be making a. I think we're gonna be making a video at the same time. So I think I need to do that. That way I can put a video out there at the same time. So. Wait, let's see if this changed. I missed mine yesterday. I didn't even do it. Holy shit. Get one of the following. Damn. Yeah, I didn't even do it yesterday. And a ruby in daily challenges. That's good shit. It's good shit. My goal is to be about 86K tonight. Wow. That'd be tough. Ross was showing me at Ruby top cards, still Sapphire 3. I mean, like I said, Derek, that's how I did it. So that's how I did it. Was I grinded the draft board, and then I got a new card, and then once I got a card that increased my deck or something, because it said plus 40 over here, this went up, and once it did that, then I got more. But what Sari was talking about is that if you go into your deck where your deck editor is, switch out one of your cards with like a silver card, or switch out a couple of them with a silver card, and then like do autofill or whatever it is you do, and then hit autofill or put the sapphires back into your deck after you backed out and then went back in. Then your deck tier, the numbers will go up, and it should push you into Ruby. So that's what he was talking about. Just go under roster. Go under roster. Add a support card. There you go. You could add a support card too. Have I checked the store, Jack? I haven't checked the store. We're gonna check it here in a second. I'm gonna start a video real quick. That way we could record at the same time, and then that way I can put out a video after we get done with the live stream. 25 pulls for an equipment, and 5 more for your first player. Drop rates are just a little low. Yeah, that seems pretty low. Especially when you got to get 14 of them. That's certainly a lot. New Ruby tier is now live. So what does that mean? We have over 100 new player cards, new plays, new equipments to grind for in NFL 2K Playmakers. And for those of you that are Sapphire tier, that now also means Emerald does not reset the draft board. So that is certainly really nice to see. We're going to take a look at everything in this new Ruby tier, as well as the new season, and our very first reset is a Ruby. Look at that. We get Jeffrey Simmons, and I don't know if you can guarantee yourself if the first reset is guaranteed to be a Ruby. People in chat said they still haven't pulled a Ruby yet, but we did on our very first reset while being in Ruby tier. So yeah, that's awesome. Absolutely amazing. Ruby tier is here. So what do you think, chat? Very first one. Jeffrey Simmons. Yo, that's nice. Super, super nice. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's cool. My first reset was a ruby once I got into the tier. Yo, Drewski, that's badass, dude. That's badass. Doomskull. I would just make sure if you still haven't pulled a player card. Oh, you said, okay, so it took you 30 to get your first. That's crazy. Why did we get one on our very first one? If I didn't get your notification you were live, I would have never known a new tier. Yo, well, hey, you know what? Good job to YouTube for actually sending out notifications. Yo, Drewski, what is up, brother? My first reset was a ruby too. That's pretty awesome. Who'd you get? Game says, okay, Michael, so this is what I did, man. I just went into the game. I actually, for me, there's, I guess, maybe 2 ways that you could do this. Okay, wait, actually, let me record this too. So if you're still Sapphire 3, but you have enough deck points to be in that Ruby tier, I'm gonna tell you what I did in order to get into the new tier. I just went into quick read, because when you first load up the game, it's gonna tell you that you're still Sapphire 3, even if you are in Ruby. And so I played a couple games in quick game, and I got a couple resets, and one of those resets increased my deck. It was just a Sapphire reset, but it increased my deck by 40 points. And once my 40 points went up, it then automatically pushed me into that Ruby tier. You also might want to try going into roster and then taking out one of these players right here by dropping one of these really low cards. Just take one of your very low ones, like a gold or whatever, and then put this in the deck, and that is going to drop your deck. And then just go back out, go back in, and then put that card back in there, and it should increase your deck back up and then tell you that you're in the Ruby tier. I didn't do it this way, but I was suggested that this could work too. Yo, the update thing didn't work? Was that not confirmed that it worked? Yo, you got Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. Hell yeah, dude. You just went into roster and auto-filled. Okay, Michael, try that. Go into roster and click auto update and see if that works. See if that works. Yo, I have not looked at the divisions for Red Zone yet. We are trying to get through seasons first, because in order to get through Sapphire seasons, or to get to Sapphire season, we have to play and complete the Emerald season. Even though we've already completed Emerald season 10 times or 20 times, you actually have to do it again. And so no. Wow. That's rough, dude. That is rough, man. I don't know exactly. I mean, I would say that you just have to, you're gonna have to pull something then. I don't know. Maybe try putting in a new playbook. Maybe trying to increase it by putting in a new playbook, or maybe adding an equipment. How about that? Add equipment. Find one that will increase the deck by adding in an equipment. I bet you that will work. Like this, like if you had, well, you're not going to do it on a gold, but let's say you had one of these right here, with AJ Brown that just had gold equipments. Take a Sapphire equipment and put it in there. And then that should increase your deck and give you points. You've got equipment on every single card. Every single card you can't put in a better equipment. Because once I got a pull and got the plus 40, then you got the animation for being Ruby tier. Yeah, you might have to do it like that, man. But that's gonna suck for the people that did it, worked, had one with gold. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad that worked. Yes, definitely glad that worked. Okay, so that's how you do it, chat. Put it in equipment. Put in an equipment and that'll work. Okay, so we got to redo that little section for the video. He's right on the home screen. It says Ruby, but on the draft board it says Sapphire. Did my draft board say Sapphire? They have... Oh, shit. Forward progress. I thought... Wait a minute. They have a pack. Oh, shit, they do. Look at this, man. Sapphire training pack. Sapphire cards. Sapphire players. Okay. Okay. You kind of figured that would be coming. Hell yeah. Mine says Sapphire on the home page, but on the roster it says Ruby. Well, Eagle, what I would do, man, is autofill like Michael did. And then find a card you can put in an equipment to increase your deck. Yo, Jack. What is up, brother? Welcome, man. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Good to see you. When you first load up for the very first time, it is going to tell you you're still in Sapphire, even if you have enough points to make it to that Ruby tier. There are a couple remedies to get through this. The easiest one to do is to go into your roster, click this auto update option. If that doesn't work, then once you auto update, then you're going to need to find one of these players that you can increase your equipments on. So once it has all of your highest cards in your deck, just find any single player that you can and take an equipment and put that equipment into your player. That will increase your deck and put you into Ruby. Now you can also just go to the draft board and grind until you find a card that increases your deck. That is what I actually did. I went about it the long way. I grinded a quick read for a little bit. I found a card that increased my deck by 40. And once that happened, then it pushed me into Ruby tier. So you could do either method, should work fine. Yo, you're out, Michael. All right, dude, take it easy. Spending helmets on Sapphire equipment's nice. I would save them though, because I would save your helmets for the next event, which I'm gonna assume might be, I don't know. I mean, you're gonna have to get to Ruby. You're gonna go through Ruby, Ruby tiers in the next event, in the next End Zone Rush, and so you're gonna want those helmets to spend on health. I might save them instead of doing Sapphire equipments. Yo, Damien, what is going on, brother? Welcome, dude. Welcome. I was back home, saw you online because of new Ruby tier. Can you tell me more about it? Yeah, we're going through it. We're going through it, and just for you, man, we'll do the Dolphins for you. I'll do the Dolphins, just for you, brother. We got a Tyreek Hill. We got a Tua. And we got a Jake Bailey. So the 3 Dolphins that are available in Ruby tier, right here. Arizona only has 1. I'll be fine due to grinding. I have 200k back tonight. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Did you see the draft cards for Ruby tier? Drewski, I did. Marvin Harrison Jr. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So you need your top cards as improved to the next. Yes. Yes, once you need to change you need to improve your deck in order for it to do it. I don't know why it doesn't auto do it, but you just need to improve your deck somehow. Easiest way is to find a card with your best cards in your deck and put in an equipment. That's the easiest way to do it. So do that. Ruby tier. Fuck. Let me reset this. Oh, that was... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It was only showing 1 because that's the only one we got. I was trying to see catalog. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, top tier. Yo, Jeff, what is going on? Ills, what is going on, brother? Do you think we'll get Caleb Williams? I would think so. I did not expect Marvin Harrison, and we got him. But yeah, I mean, I would think that... I mean, going through Ruby tier, it looks like there's a lot of new people who have not... New players that have not gotten cards in previous tiers. So... Yo, but yeah, I mean, Jeff, which is why I was bitching before. I was like, I didn't understand why, if they're not putting in images, why they would not just make a card that says Marvin Harrison on it. You know, if that's how they're going to do the cards. And I guess they just had it planned for Ruby tier. So, I mean, I hope... Hopefully that kind of scares me though in a way, because I don't want them to do the same thing for historic people. If they made a card that said Barry Sanders on it, or Troy Aikman, or Emmitt Smith, or any of the old Hall of Fame guys, and then put them and made them a card and just put a little placeholder in it and said, oh, well, here's your historic guys. You know, I'd be kind of upset about that. Images mean everything in a card collector. So, and what really pissed me off, well, I don't want to say pissed me off, but what really, I don't know, kind of made me a little upset is that I reposted on Twitter, and the NBA 2K is releasing draft cards, and they already have the draft cards made, and they already have the images of the draft cards that they're putting in NBA 2K. And the draft hasn't even happened yet. And they already got it out. They already tweeted it. They already showed the cards and the images for NBA 2K for the NBA draft that's happening tonight. Hasn't even happened yet. And they already released it with actual images. And yet, the same 2K company who owns this and all that stuff, we can't get images for these cards, which kind of, you know, kind of makes me frustrated. Trevor Lawrence, top tier. It is a little interesting. Playable Tyreek was missing. Just new cards. Is it easy to get them? It should, as long as you are in Ruby tier. Maybe we'll see Dolphins in Arizona in Super Bowl. That would be amazing. We've only made Super Bowl once though, so Dolphins have been in there a little bit more than Arizona. I think the Dolphins have made it 3 times, right? To the Super Bowl. But we've only been there once, so I'm a brokey who's still in Emerald tier. Yo, Jack, that's all good, brother. Speaking of Trevor Lawrence, next pull, nice. West looks like the way to go. Yeah, looking at the top cards, it does look like West could be it. Logan Wilson, Bengals first pull. GG, dude. GG. So now let's take a look at these brand new Ruby tier cards, including 4 draft day cards. And we have my man, Marvin Harrison Jr. as the highest rated card in the game, Lightning playstyle. We do have 3 other Ruby tiers. One good thing about this, well, one bad thing about this is that Matt Prater is the only other base tier Cardinals player in the entire tier. Unfortunate only for me, probably, because most people probably don't care. But there are a lot of new players that have never received a card in this tier. So that's nice. And looking at all of these cards, they look really good. I mean, obviously, the same design as previous tiers. The only difference is the color. But I like how they are including new players. They do have other players with different teams, which is probably why they don't have the images of those. They just put the basic silhouette on there. Hopefully we get those, and hopefully they do get updated. I'm thinking that they will eventually, but they have over 100 new player cards along with plays, like I said, and also equipments. So a lot of stuff to grind for, and when we get our very first Ruby event card, I am not sure because I think next event is still going to be a Sapphire, being that there is a new Sapphire event card in the game, in the catalog, which we haven't done yet. At least I don't remember it anyway. But we'll just have to see. But a lot of good Ruby players out there. Pulled 3 rubies from 5 resets. Got to head to work. Have a good day. Got to get that Marvin Harrison. Yo. For sure. For sure, man. Hopefully we get it. You have a good day at work, man. Good luck in your grind. Hopefully you get good players too. So there's a new end zone rush card. Will this be the new one? What would you recommend to grind for? I mean, I would certainly recommend doing seasons first. Getting through your Emerald season, do your Sapphire season first. I would certainly do that. And then it does look like, as far as tier goes, the West looks like it could be the way to go because San Francisco, well, let me see. San Francisco right here. And then we have Seattle. We have the Cardinals. Well, maybe not the West, actually. And then another San Francisco, Khalil Mack, which is also West. And then another West here. But then we have the North, which is Bengals, Minnesota, Detroit, and that probably not the North. That doesn't look like a whole lot in the North. The East, the Jets, and then is Carolina the South or the East? Carolina's the East, right? I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. And then we got Baltimore, Dallas. So it doesn't look like the East is where we go either. And then the South, which is going to be Jacksonville. Another Jacksonville. And then that is also it. So I would say probably the West or the East. I think those are the only, honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with the West or the East. The North. Yeah, I think it's either West or East. I think you just make your decision on West or East, and that's it. Also saw I got a lot of team points of 67, but still in Sapphire. I saw Ruby 1 is from What Can You Do? Game is... Yo, Damien, go to roster right here, hit autofill, and then find a card you could put in an equipment in, and then do that. Put in an equipment in any card after you autofill it. So do that, and then you should be good. We also have a new Sapphire season, which I certainly recommend playing first. And for most people, including me, you're going to have to go through the Emerald season again. Even though we've completed this 10 or 15 times in Emerald, it still is locked unless you complete Emerald. And once you complete Emerald, then it should unlock. Now, in Sapphire, you should be able to pull a Ruby just like you did in all other tiers, but it's only for the very first time. And then at the end of Sapphire, I guess we'll have to see, I don't know yet, but like Gold and Emerald, maybe they have draft cards. So 3 Sapphire draft cards could possibly be at the end of Sapphire tier. That's what I would kind of honestly expect. That's what it's like in Gold. That's what it's like in Emerald. So it should be like that in Sapphire. So once you jump on and get your deck straight, I would certainly do Emerald seasons first. Start grinding out that Sapphire tier before you jump into Red Zone Drive. Yes, your team is full. That's what I meant. I already have 67,000 points and my Ruby starts at 65. That's why I was confused because I'm Sapphire 3. Yeah, the game is glitched. It's glitched in the beginning, Damien. It's glitched in the beginning. And so once you jump on, everybody that is in Ruby tier, it still shows Sapphire for everybody. It's like that for everybody. And in order to change that, in order to fix that, just go into your roster, click autofill, and then find a card that you can increase your equipment on. Like find a card that you have had a gold on or something, and then put in a Sapphire that will bump up your deck. And once it bumps up, then it'll push you into the Ruby tier. It'll like correct itself. The visual guide will correct itself. And that's how you would do it. Daily challenges also updated with the new Ruby tier, and with the basic packs, we are now getting Sapphires, and for completing the entire week, we now get, or the entire day for the daily challenges, we now get a Ruby. And for completing the entire week now, we get one of these 2 drops right here. Get any one of the following. So these do look random. The print's too small to actually see the name. I'm not sure exactly who it is, but it does say get one of the 3 and then one of those and then one of the emeralds. So it's nice that the daily challenge is updated. I actually missed my daily streak yesterday, unfortunately, at 5. So I have to start all over now, but it's cool it updated at least. Now the store also updated with new packs. So we have Sapphire Training right here, which you can get Sapphire Plays and Equipments or Sapphire Player Cards. This certainly helps lower tiered players quite a bit, but I don't think they unlock unless you are ruby tier. So I could be mistaken about that because I don't really know. But I think that these only unlock if you are ruby tier. They should unlock for everybody though. I don't really know 100% because I am ruby tier, so I don't, I'm unsure. But if they are available for everybody, this certainly would help. And if you're missing some Sapphire players, have some extra helmets, then you could just spend them in this. Forward progress is also Forward progress is also live, which I am really confused about because Ruby tier just launched and top reward is one of the Sapphire draft cards. Now this Sapphire draft card right here, while at Sapphire tier looks pretty nice. Pretty much most rubies are actually better than this. And at 17,000 credits or tokens, this is $100. $100 to pull Sapphire cards. At the start of a brand new tier, they want people to spend $100 to get just Sapphires. This is definitely a bit crazy to me, especially at the start of a new tier. They should have packed this thing with rubies if it's going to be $100. But either way, it's available if you want to waste it. I think that's it, right, chat? We probably don't need to do anything else. Actually, I'm curious. Let me actually look at plays real quick. I want to see if there's any new plays, like actual new plays that we haven't seen. So tight end hitch, I've seen that one. Goal line run, jumbo power. This stuff is so small, man. I can't see it. Quick out, one back power. This looks new, actually. One back power does look like a new play. I don't remember that being a real play. Bootleg, shovel pass, jet sweep, goal line run, middle screen, hitch seam, quarterback draw, jet pop pass. This actually looks like a new play too. I don't remember this one. Jet pop pass. That one's no. Option, no. Skinny post, no. Field goal, no. So possibly two. I think jet pop pass. It's not new? Really? Okay. And then one back power. I don't remember that one either. Those are the only two I don't remember. So possibly all the same plays. Yeah, that's what I've been telling people, Harris, is to put in a new equipment. Put in a new equipment and it'll get you there. Yeah, it'll get you there. All right, let's go back to seasons. I think we're done. We got to get through all this.
It's gonna be an epic matchup.
Score. Wait, what does it say?
Need to get the ball in the hands of
10
one of the
plays?
playmakers.
Scored any points in 10 plays or less. This is a new one. They haven't done a 10 play one. I wish we could just kick a field goal right now to start it. That'd be so much easier.
Pretty obvious, this team is just feeding off one another.
It is also interesting that it does look like the next event is gonna be a Sapphire event. So that's kind of interesting too. Like, why wouldn't they make, like, I don't know. Maybe because it's just launched. Maybe this will be one week and then the next week it'll be Ruby, but it does at least appear that it is a it does appear that the next event is only going to be Sapphire. Even though it'll probably have Ruby, you'll definitely go against Ruby people. So it's going to be harder for sure. Yo, real ones. What's up, brother? Welcome, man. Yeah, it does look like Sauce Gardner is going to be the next event card. Yeah. Yep. Yo, who did we pull for our freebie? I already forgot. Honestly, I already forgot. I don't even remember what team he was on now. Anybody remember who I pulled? Anybody else besides, you know, obviously my old brain can't remember exactly who I did. Who was it? It was a defensive lineman. It was a defensive lineman for the Titans, right? I think it was a defensive lineman for the Titans. Follow these two running plays. Man. I don't remember, bro. I don't remember. If you said it, I would remember. If you said it, I would know. But I don't remember off the top of my head. I believe it was a defensive lineman for the Titans.
These playmakers are making plays.
It's crazy how emeralds are the lowest tier you could pull now. I know that, like, I like it. I like it for sure. For me, but for the game, I think it's a very bad idea. I think it's a very bad idea. I do not think it's a good idea that they did that. I mean, me personally, I like it, but I don't know, man. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not. I do not. Like, again, I think that it's like people like me or people that are in our tier or people that are in the very top tier. I mean, it's gonna like all of them will be like, you know what? I don't want to ever see another silver, another gold again, and I understand why. But for those people that increase tiers really quick, for whatever reason, like once you get to Ruby, you can no longer pull golds. And what if you didn't collect all of the golds you wanted to collect before you made Ruby tier? and then you'll never have a chance to get them again. And so like people that are collectors, like once you hit Sapphire tier, you couldn't collect any more silvers. And what if they're, what if people like new players moved up so quick and didn't realize that, and then they hit Sapphire tier and they're a collector and they want to collect every card, but they never got the chance to collect the card because once they hit Sapphire tier, you no longer pull silvers. Once you hit Ruby tier, you no longer pull golds. So unless you have every single card, every single silver at level 14, every single gold at level 14, then I don't know, like as a collector, that would bother me. That would bother me. But I don't know. I mean, but I understand the benefit of doing it. Second reset in Ruby tier, we got ourselves a Lamar Jackson. That's actually a pretty decent one. Not super, super high, but still pretty decent. I love it. We're 2 for 2, chat. 2 for 2. We're certainly going to be able to get all of our emerald cards up really quick. We'll be able to max out those really, really quick and get all those done. What is seasons again? Play 6 season games, and then we got 5 red zones, win 2 red zones. I can't believe I fucked this off yesterday, man. I totally forgot. I got preoccupied. We did a FIFA stream yesterday. We did an FC stream. Even though there weren't too many people here, it was still a lot of fun. We still had a lot of fun during the stream, and I just got occupied doing other stuff. So, I totally forgot. Yeah, first Sapphire season, you'll get a decent amount of helmets. No, what? No draft Sapphire in the first... Oh, maybe it's in the second one. Maybe you have to do it in the second one. I don't know. That's actually surprising if they didn't put him in there for the second season, or for the second at the end. That'd be kind of disappointing. Yo, freebie Myles Garrett. Surprised I didn't get one of the worst cards in the tier. Yeah, that Myles Garrett is better, just stock level 1 and level, comparing level 1 and level 1. The Ruby Myles Garrett is better than the special card Myles Garrett.
Some amazing execution out of the offense.
I mean, we're 2 for 2 on polls. But I like that. I like that. Yo, Savage. How's the grind? Just woke up. Hey, well, good morning. And so far, so good. I mean, we're, enjoying the day. Getting some good resets. Loving how, I mean, it's nice how the emeralds are they don't reset the draft board now. So it's only going to be Sapphire and rubies. Hey, 3 for 3. No, TJ Watt. That's all good, though. It's all good. You know what? I'm not upset that you can't get a ruby every single time, so I'm okay with that. Okay with that. We're gonna increase the emerald special cards very, very quick though. Oh, see, it was a Titan. I was right. It was a Titan in a defensive lineman for the Titans. What's that say? It says, oh, Jeffrey Simmons. Jeffrey Simmons. And then we got Lamar Jackson. Do I want to put in Lamar Jackson? No, I don't. I don't. I'm not going to put in a Lamar Jackson. Because, actually, you know what? Let me see. Let me see. I mean, that's a pretty big gap. Where's he at? Yeah, he's not even top 10. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 12th. 12th overall, which is pretty decent. But like if I want actually somebody that's gonna really help me, like legit help me, it would be this Bryce Young for my deck, for the kind of cards that I need for my playbook. It would be this Bryce Young or probably Garrett Wilson. I think I need a hands guy. I think I could use a hands guy. So the sniper is good. The hands guys are good. So Justin Jefferson and Garrett Wilson. I would take either one of those. The Jake Hutchinson, Aiden Hutchinson would actually be all right. I think the star does work for the best plays. I do got to reanalyze it though. So the star might not actually be the best for that position anymore. Myles Garrett is good. Man, I'm gonna actually have to change my playbook because yeah, we're gonna have to change the playbook. Oh, actually, you know what? We could use this Nick Chubb right here. Yeah, that Nick Chubb would be really nice. Josh Jacobs too. Those two. Yeah, those work. And then for linemen, yep. Okay, never mind. We're still set on the same play styles, the same plays that we had before. There is enough, or there is decent ones of those play styles. Tight end, except in tight end. Okay, we might have to make some adjustments because tight end actually has no toughness play styles. So we might have to make a little bit of an adjustment. There's no hands play styles either. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see about maybe star. Maybe we'll have to see what they have for star. Okay, gonna take a little bit of adjustments. How many polls so far? I've only had 2, Savage. Only 2. What time did the new tier come out? 1. It came out at 2 o'clock, so 2 hours and 24 minutes ago. 2 hours and 24 minutes ago. Well, just pulled the Matt Prater, so now Tucker is outclassed. Pretty much everything you pull, Jeff, is gonna be better than what we had before, bro. I mean, just look. Wait, look at my cards. Let's see. All. Why does my screen keep flashing? All. Oh, well, maybe not. It's 100. I mean, that's definitely a big gap. Once I put in an equipment, it'll be like 100. Maybe it'll be 3,200 or so. It'll be 3,200 on the quarterback, which is still 200 points lower. But I don't think it'll take long. I don't think it'll take long to get better than your event cards and everything else you have. Especially if you grind out just one single division. I think we'll be there very soon. Hey, Twitch. Are y'all still alive over there? Anybody on Twitch still alive? I haven't heard from anybody over on that side in a while. I want to make sure that y'all are still good. Is the stream still up and running? Someone drop an emote or something. If you got, you can drop a new emote. Let me see. Here's one of these amazing new emotes that we put in there.
Good things happen.
Drewski, grinding out new tier. Okay, I just want to make sure that y'all are still alive. I want to make sure that y'all are good. Score any points to win the game. I like these. These are the ones that I wish I could just kick a field goal right on my very first pick. Just funny that he's the under. I know, man. Yeah, we're gonna have a Sapphire Sauce Gardner. The only thing that's gonna make it, the only thing that's gonna be good, what I hope, Jeff, what I hope that they do is put the milestones in there, right? And the milestones are gonna have Sapphire cards. They're gonna have to adjust it though. I mean, have Ruby cards. They're gonna have to adjust it. Obviously, they can't make it more than 15K. 15K is a lot. 15K is, I think I calculated 240 games. And so 240 games at 70 points. I think 15K is perfect, but they need to put in 3 tiers of Ruby in the middle of that before you get to the event cards. So if they have those, if they have Ruby tier in there where you can get the Ruby cards, it'll be all worth it. I don't care. I don't care if it's a Sapphire event card, and I don't care that we're getting a fucking kicker as the undercard. Give me those Ruby plays and playbooks and stuff, and we'll be good. We'll be straight. Hey, here we go. No, dang it. Preston, even though we started out hot 2 for 2, that's now 2 in a row where we did not get a Ruby. Unfortunate. Yo, Erica, welcome. I mean, it's all good. You can lurk. Yeah, it's totally cool if you lurk. You don't have to chat. I just want to make sure that the stream is good. You know, when I don't see people chatting in the stream, it kind of makes me think that something is broken, or that, something is wrong with the connection, or like I'm lagging, or like something is wrong with the stream. So that's why I always I just check in just to make sure that everything is good and that y'all can actually, hang out and enjoy. Like I said, you don't have to talk, totally cool if you just hang out and grind out and just watch, just all that stuff. Can anyone tell me if the Portugal score is final, that Portugal did lose?
This defense is going to be tough.
and that they are officially done. Well, they're not officially done. Obviously, they're still moving out onto the knockout stage, but nobody expected. I wouldn't think anybody expected that. Prevent your opponent from gaining 45 yards. All right. I'm just hoping, or I'm hoping they just knock out the silver bottom rewards. That's true, but I mean, they do. I mean, I agree in a sense. I do agree that, you know, I don't really like them. Obviously, they're not helpful to us. I mean, I still think they should at least be in there, just because if somebody starts a game or starts their account the very first time, that at least gives them something to get. Because if you have just silvers in your deck, you're not going to be able to do too much in the game. Right? And so that kind of at least gives them something to get in the game. I don't know. It was kind of like Jeff, when I was talking about earlier, being that we're now Ruby tier, you can no longer pull golds on the draft board, right? It's only emeralds. And I personally think that's a bad idea. I don't think that they should have done that, because as a collector of a card collecting game, I want to collect everything in the game. Like, that's the point of a card collector, right? Like, that's the whole, like, card collectors are fun because of images, because of collecting, right? Those are the two things that make card collectors the game, right? It's not the gameplay, although it helps, obviously. It's not the team aspect. It's not any of that stuff. It's collecting the cards and getting the images. And so for a person to play the game and then increase their tier and then get up to Ruby, then all of a sudden, or when they get to Sapphire, unless somebody told them, they no longer pull silvers. And what if they didn't pull all the silvers? And what if they wanted some of those silvers? Well, they hit Sapphire, they can no longer pull silvers. Bad idea. Once they hit Ruby, they no longer can pull silvers or golds. And so now they can no longer pull those two cards. And what if they didn't collect all those that they wanted? And now they're forced to be stuck with having a card that's like level 9 or something. That would just eat away at me every single day. I'd probably restart an account just so I didn't have to deal with that. Yo, Rainbow Bobby, what is going on? I saw the word mentors. I did see that. And that is an excellent point. I need to add that to the video today. I did see that a few days ago and didn't know. The only thing that came to my mind, the first thing that came to my mind, was Hall of Fame guys. Troy Aikman, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, etc. But then it also made me think of coaches. But if I'm thinking about who would you rather have, a coach or a actual Hall of Fame player, I really hope that it has to do with like Hall of Fame players, and that the Hall of Fame players is a player that has a specific play style that boosts all the players in your deck that have that play style. I do not know where to get it either, Jeff. I don't. The only thing I can think of is that it's in the Sapphire season. But somebody told me that Sapphire seasons don't, at least the first Sapphire season, does not have any draft day cards. But remember, when you go to the second Sapphire season is different than the first one. Once you hit the second one, every season after that is different, right? So I'm thinking possibly that once you hit your second Sapphire season, at the end of Sapphire season, they'll have 3 of them. But I don't know. And you're right. I don't know where they are. Mentors were in the game when it released, just didn't know what it was. Yeah, I honestly never seen it and don't know what it is. Up to 15 rubies. Best Aiden Hutchinson. Nice, dude. In NBA 2K Mobile, it's cards from past seasons. Interesting. That can become mentors. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we got to wait till next season in order to get a mentor card. Yo, Nick Chubb. That's a good one. That is one of them that I want for my playbook and playstyles. For sure. I mean, I am going to analyze it a little bit. We need to do a little work on the tight ends, but I'm probably going to keep... Well, honestly, offense, it doesn't fucking matter because we don't have deck editing. Or, I mean, we don't have like a deck editor that keeps formations for you. And every single week we have the same event, End Zone Rush, which requires the best players only. And so going through the hassle of finding the best plays for your system and putting them in the card in your deck is almost worthless because you have to take them out again.
They really need to get the ball in the hands of
So
playmakers.
I don't know. We'll have to see. But for defense, on the other hand, I think it's definitely going to be important. Defense for sure. Sapphire still going to be leveled up. I got 2 to 3 max emeralds. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got a lot of sapphires to get then.
Pretty obvious. This team is just feeding off one another.
Score a touchdown, 6th place. Yo, Michael Parsons. Yeah, definitely if you have specific, if you have a specific one, you know, player that you want. You know, I certainly, obviously playing, you know, red zone drive is obviously the way to go because you have like 1 in, what, 20 chance maybe? 1 in 22 chance. I'll pull it up. It'll be pretty easy to get. It'll be pretty easy to get as long as you just do the division. Do you plan on doing a updated defensive guide? I like that. Rainbow, I mean, to be honest, man, like I like doing videos like that. I do. I like doing videos like that. I like making guide videos and stuff like that. It's just the only bad thing is that though, like when I did that defensive guide, it probably took me, I don't fuck, like at least, I want to say at least 10 to 12 hours, 15 hours to go through the spreadsheet, look at every single play, do all that stuff and you know, get all the play. Of course they're not gonna let us get it. Oh, that's hilarious. It's so funny, like sometimes in this game, man, like it doesn't matter how bad of cards they are. Like you could have silver. Like I've lost in silver seasons. I've lost in silver seasons because even if you get 70-80%, they can still stop you. Like we just had that one right there where we had, I don't know, what was it, 4 plays that were 60% or so, or 50% or higher, and they still stopped us. But anyways, my point being was, Bobby, is that they take so much work. So much work to do, man. And for whatever reason, they're my least performing videos. They don't do very well. And I don't understand why. Maybe, I don't know, it's either like the way I do it. So it discourages me, is what I'm trying to say. It discourages me. When I make a video, like obviously I want it to do well. When I take the time to make a video and put it together and edit it and make the thumbnail and do all those things. Like that's why I never did the offensive one. Is because I spent like 15 hours putting together that defensive guide and going on the spreadsheets and counting up all the plays and going through each one and making all the marks I needed to make and putting together the video and doing all that. And then like nobody watched it. I mean, people watched it obviously, but it was my lowest performing video for the entire month. It was the least watched video for the entire month. So it's like, it's kind of, I don't know. It was just, it's upsetting. It's like, you know, discourages me from doing that. Like I'd rather just stream. Like if like I'd rather just stream, you know, and you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather just spend those hours and just stream. Because at least then I could get, you know, followers, I could get subscribers, you know, sometimes I could get primes and sometimes I can get members, you know, and stuff like that. And so it kind of like helps the channel grow more when I do that. I don't want to say I'm not going to do it though, because I don't know that. I don't know for sure. I mean, I could get a, since I already got the defensive guide one done, I only have to update it. So it's probably going to be a lot easier to do the defensive guide because I already got all the plays in the spreadsheet besides for the Ruby one. And so it'll be a lot easier to get that done than it would be to start over and do the offensive guide one. All right, Tremaine Edmonds. Hands guy, we still have, at least as of right now, we still have our best players. So, I didn't, actually, you know what? Let me check real quick. Let me actually check something, because this defensive back slot right here, this one was the one that was, because there was no, I think it was sniper, right? If I remember right, for defensive back 3. Hold on, let me look at the sheets. I'm gonna look. Of course, this is not. This does not include. This does not include Ruby tier, but let me look at the defense. No, lightning, because we didn't have a single lightning player as a DB. You're gonna want to put a lightning player in DB3 right here. And so the rest of them are good. The rest of the play styles for these positions are all good. But a DB3 here. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Playmaker on DL3 would also be nice. So lightning, playmaker. Let me see what we got for Ruby. Lightning or Playmaker? Lightning or Playmaker? Wow. Rip, bro. Rip. They're not planning this shit out very well, are they? They are definitely not planning this out very well. I mean, we have one Playmaker, which is literally like the worst card as a defensive lineman. But that's it. So it's not even going to help. It's not even going to help. And still 0 Lightning defensive backs. 0. No Lightning in Sapphire tier. No Lightning in Ruby tier. And Lightning was the highest for by far for DB3. They can't even utilize it right. They don't even they don't even balance the play styles for another tier. But we'll have to see. I mean, I'll have to take a look at it. I'll have to take a look at it. Yo! Rainbow Bobby, my guy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for supporting the Twitch channel and the YouTube channel, because yeah, you know, doing content on both, we rely on the viewers, and y'all is what makes the channel special. Not me, it's y'all. And so I certainly appreciate when y'all support it. So thank you, sir. Finish the quarter without 15 yards. You pull in, what does it say? You pull in all the good rubies. I mean, we pulled a couple decent ones for sure. Yeah, we've definitely pulled some decent ones. No doubt about that. I've, you know, we getting some decent pulls. That's what we want to see, obviously. We certainly want to get through this Emerald season, though, first. Here, just so we don't mess around, let's do this. Just to make sure that we can get it. Although, again, it doesn't guarantee anything, because I've, again, played Silver Seasons and been stopped when, you know, 4 times in a row at 70%. All right. So now it doesn't matter if we score a touchdown. Although they don't give us a play in which we can score a touchdown in. That is why typically when I play this, when we do, you know, red zone drives or when we do seasons, this is why we only play plays that are 10 yards. Because when you start playing plays that have 4 yards or 3 yards, it then screws you, because then it gives you yards, or gives you a play that has 0, you know, it doesn't have enough yards to even get into the end zone. Like on 3rd down, you want to try to get a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So seeing like this shit, like it's, you know, we need to, I guess we only need 2 yards for the first down technically. So I guess okay, but you know, it certainly would have been useful to be able to balance it out to where it doesn't feel like they trying to not let you score. Yo, Travis Kelce. Nice. I did see that he wasn't rated that high, though, as compared to his other tiers. Travis Kelce, definitely not in, what, gold tier? Gold tier, he was close to one of the highest, wasn't he? Or was he in the middle? I don't remember. Yeah, Savage, you got to beat Emerald Season. Yes. Yes. Definitely got to beat Emerald Season. I watched it, found it helpful. I was wondering how the AI was so damn lucky. Yeah, it's definitely not the AI being lucky. It's just how the algorithm works. It works the same way in Supercard. Like they're always gonna have a higher percentage of doing things than what you do. Even if it's the same thing. Like I said, you could do 4 plays in a row at 50% success when you're on offense and get 4 plays in a row that you get stopped at. If the computer's on offense and you're on defense and they're 50%, they're gonna get they're gonna get it. You can't stop them 4 times in a row at 50%. It's just, I mean, you might be able to do it every once in a while, but they're gonna get it. And so, in order to be successful on defense, you have to be continuously in 30% and lower. Like 25% and lower is like what us on offense is at like 50% and lower. Just based on the data, tracking success and not. Feels like that there's about a 20 to 25% point difference between success and fail when it comes to the actual numbers. But like I said, it works like that in WWE Supercard too. You know, like that. The amount of times that you lose 70%ers like that is quite a few, quite often. And the computer, they hardly ever lose 70-something percenters. Patrick Surtain is nice. I would take that one for sure. Depending on his playstyle, though. I wish they would have certainly added a lightning playstyle for DBs, because DBs really need a lightning playstyle. Really bad.
Oh, some amazing execution out of the offense.
Seven yards. Like, we got to get this in 6 plays. We got to get it in 6 plays, and we get these 1 to 5. Like,
Really hard to stop a player of that talent level.
see, this is the play that we should have been able to get last one. Luckily for me, I'm towards the end of the Emerald season, so I don't have to do that much progress. Yeah, definitely lucky. We were actually in the middle of a gold one. I was like, I'm gonna do the gold one and get the Arizona one. Oh my god, bro. All right, we'll try it again. Same thing. Same thing. Stop me at a 75% again. We still got a ways to go, though. I think we got about, 15 games left. Sapphire playbook. We're certainly flying through this. Getting the Emerald one done. Getting the Emerald draft day cards done. We do have both of them. Oh, well, I guess we're on week 11. We're not... What is that? 8 games of the regular season, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the playoffs. Okay, okay, okay.
Here's 2 great teams facing off. Can the defense hold them to only a few yards? Stout defense.
-5. When you get the -5s in seasons, it gives you extra points. I can't remember, or I don't know if you need -10 yards in order to get an extra draft pick. But you do get extra draft picks if you get minus yards.
Ouch. He got sacked.
You might need to get -10. But I don't know. I don't remember. Yo, 3 rubies and 8 picks. Yo, that's nice. That is nice.
That was textbook defense.
Yo, Nova. I just saw you subbed on YouTube, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming out. YouTube obviously doesn't, or YouTube doesn't give me notifications the same way that Twitch does. Everybody. Doesn't matter. Like, Twitch always gives out notifications when somebody subscribes and stuff. But YouTube, you have to actually change your privacy settings. So, I don't typically ever notice YouTube people. But because it, like, I'm used to YouTube not notifying me. Because most people have their privacy settings to private. And that way, you know, when it's like that, when you subscribe, you don't get notified. But I appreciate the sub anyway. That was a long-winded explanation for nothing. But I appreciate you coming out and all that stuff. Yo, make it last pick. Okay, this better be a good one. Give me something good. Oh! Oh, Houston Texans, DeAndre Hopkins. Brother, I mean, I'll take a hands guy. Like, a hands at wide receiver is useful for me. So, hands at wide receiver is useful for me. So, we could take that. We could take that. Like, right now, like, this is one of my favorite plays. You know, it has quarterback in there with playmaker, but do we have a playmaking? This is a quarterback and a running back. Running back is not going to be that. So if we actually, you know what? If we put both wide receivers, this wouldn't be bad because we could switch this out with another hands guy, and maybe we can make the wide receivers and the quarterback hands. But I don't know if there's ever been a good hands quarterback, has there? Sure shit isn't. Yeah, so that doesn't work. We need a hands quarterback. Give us some variety, man. Give us some deck building variety. Stop giving us the same stuff. Let me see if there was one in Sapphire. No. I mean, the play styles and stuff does kind of fit. I mean, hands doesn't really make sense for a quarterback, right? But I guess, you know. So, I mean, I kind of understand not having hands in here as a play style for a quarterback. But I don't know. Maybe the quarterback is really good at throwing it to the hands. I mean, I guess it depends on how you interpret it.
We have a crucial gridiron showdown today.
6 plays. Gotta hate these, man. We've had a lot of them this season.
Drive count.
We've had a lot of the 6 plays objectives.
Green 7-3.
Cordell Stewart.
Oh, some amazing
Hilarious,
execution on the
man.
offense.
It's an interesting like shout out to one of the biggest disappointments as a quarterback. I don't know. I don't remember, man. Are you a Steelers fan? I mean, I know it says Green Eagle, but I can't remember. Like, are you a Steelers fan? No, a Lions fan. I don't remember all the teams that Cordell Stewart paid for. I remember him as Steelers. And I just remember him being such a disappointment. You know, that he definitely never lived up to the hype of what he should have been. But I don't know. I mean, I don't remember all the teams he played for. He could have had better seasons at other places. Hines Ward was fun to watch, though. Hines Ward was fun to watch, and I didn't necessarily expect. Not saying short guys can't like do a thing, but I don't necessarily expect a whole, like, you got to be a pretty damn special wide receiver to be 5'6" or whatever and do something in the NFL. I don't think he was 5'6". I don't think he was that short. I think it was like 5'8" or something. But he was a lot of fun to watch because he was super ornery, like ornery, super ornery. He had like a huge attitude, man, and he was a lot of fun. He was exciting. Plus, he had a killer smile. He had a good smile. Hey! Got another one. Marcus Golden. Let's go. Speaking of Steelers. They're just going to give us a Steeler.
We've got a real tough matchup today.
Fitzgerald is in Larry Fitzgerald? Wait, what does this say?
Opportunity for the offense to capitalize.
Call less than 4 run plays and score any points. This is new. Call less than 4 running plays. Huh. That's interesting. Call less than 4 running plays. I don't remember them actually ever putting in a less one. Yeah. I think Larry Fitzgerald can honestly do anything. A man is a call less than 4 running plays. Like, look at this shit. You're just gonna give me 3 runs, so force me to call a run play. I don't want to call a run play. Let me call a pass. They should give me one pass, one run, right? And then one alternate. I don't know. Good idea, right? Pulled a CJ Gardner-Johnson. All of my rubies have been over 3K power. Yo, that's nice. You've been pulling good ones then. Definitely been pulling good ones.
Pretty obvious this team is just feeding off one another.
Surprising you too. 2K gods have been generous today. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they've been pretty good. I mean, they definitely giving me some decent pulls. I haven't really necessarily seen anything I want to put in spotlight yet, but I mean, still, you know, still pretty good stuff. Still pretty good stuff. I don't know if any of mine were top 10. Yo, Nolan. Maybe a suggestion. You know, if you are okay. Wait, currently grinding Sapphire season. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but never mind. You should get a ruby in your Sapphire season. So I think your first game hey, our very first ruby play. And that is a Playmaker. I like this play. I do like this play. And Playmaker's actually a really good play style for a quarterback. There are some pretty good wide receiver playmakers. So maybe we'll just have to switch to Playmaker and just do wide receivers at Playmaker. We might have to switch up our plays, obviously. That might be a good route to go. Let me actually check. I'm certainly curious. I'm certainly curious. Playmaker for no, we want Playmaker for 9 to 10. This is the only place that you put, like, this is what's important to me, is this Playmaker stuff. So if we could get the run, we put it at the quarterback. Look at that, 4,500, and then a tackle. We ain't worried about the tackle. We'll just keep the quarterback. But is there a Playmaker pass? Yeah, Playmaker pass, quarterback, wide receiver, nice. Dig, same thing. We could put that one in. I don't like it's -3 yards though, so I actually won't use it. This is quarterback and running back. Rip. Pass. This one's good. This is actually a good one. This would be good. 2 wide receivers. So we need inside out in multiple tiers. Inside out in multiple tiers. And same with this one. Oh, this actually might work for tight end too. Oh no, it has running back in it. I don't want that. I don't want that. Option again. Okay. So that would actually be good. So what we need is 2 options. So that would work. So we need 2 option plays in 2 different tiers. And then put in, was it inside out? Yeah, in inside out. So that would give you 4 plays. Actually, we need one more pass. We do need another pass, actually. Okay. Well, Playmakers not a very good. Not very good, actually. I don't like it. They don't have. I guess we could put the -3 one in there, but I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. Just finished Sapphire season, no draft card, but still get a ruby when you win the Super Bowl. Yo, Gabe, start a new season, start a new draft season or Sapphire season, and tell me if season 2 is different. Lamar Jackson was 12, Savage. Lamar Jackson was 12. And I think he was my highest, so... Bro, Bryce Young being a higher overall than Lamar is just wrong. Yeah, that's crazy. But in the same sense, I do not want call at least 4 run plays. Okay. In the same sense, I do not want to have the same guys in the same order every single tier. I do not want that. So regardless of who can be debated as the best player in the NFL, offense, defense, in whatever position, I do not want that guy to be the best card in the tier every single tier. That would get a little old. So I'm all for switching up the overalls, even though clearly Bryce Young is not better than Lamar Jackson. I'm okay with having him better in a specific tier because of I don't want to see the same cards in the same order every single tier. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Rumors Booker traded to Houston. I would be very sad. I mean, I'd be happy, but sad. I'd be sad. I'd be sad. I'd be upset, actually. I challenged the division round, but I lost. Your ideas didn't work. I challenged the division round, but lost. I don't understand what you're saying, Elijah. I don't know what you mean. Rumors were GM came out already saying they're running it back with KD, Booker, and Beal. Okay, good, because I don't want to see him gone. Playing, yo, Biscuit, what's up, man? Playing NFL when summer card released in WWE. Well, we have a new tier, Biscuit. We got a new tier.
Oh, what a clutch play.
So I have not seen how you get them either, Biscuit. We're definitely obviously streaming WWE Supercard tomorrow. So we'll be on WWE tomorrow. But we have a new tier in NFL, so... Oh, it's fusions. I like that. I like fusions. Tokens from the draft board too. Oh, Doink is the... Doink the Clown? I hope they did his card good. Actually, you know what? You're right, because someone said that it's clowns for this one. So that doesn't surprise me that Doink is there. Try to win the Emerald Division round. Okay. I still don't understand what you mean by what it is you're actually saying. If you're talking about seasons and you did Emerald Division round and you're going to lose... You know, like I said before, you gotta restart you gotta close it out. Like, I don't know, I don't understand exactly what you're saying. You gotta quit. It's animated. It's animated, but Atomic Drop sucks. Someone told me that they made Atomic Drop pay to win. Someone said that in chat. So, I mean, that is unfortunate if that's the case. But it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. They did. Well, I guess rip on that, but that doesn't surprise me. Did you hear Mikal Bridges got traded to the Knicks? Oh man, he's another Suns guy. Like I loved Mikal Bridges when he was at the Suns, but then once he got traded, I stopped liking. You know, I stopped caring about him. Right? Like that would be what would happen if Booker left. If Booker left and came to Houston, even though I live in Houston, like I don't want. You know, he's in Houston. You know, he's not on the Suns. You know, I still like him. I still root for him, sure, but. Like, I ain't going to be all about him if he's not playing for his team. He's not playing for the Suns. Like, if he's not on the Suns, then you know what? Sorry, buddy, but... You know, we got to go for someone else. Like, DeAndre Ayton's another prime example. Like, DeAndre Ayton's my guy. Harrison Smith. DeAndre Ayton's my dude. He even went to the University of Arizona. And I love him. Well, partly because he went to the University of Arizona. So I'm kind of more tied to him than I am to a guy that went to Kentucky. Because, honestly, Kentucky, except when we beat them in the national championship in 1997. But other than that, I have a little bit more ties for DeAndre Ayton, so even though he plays on a different team now, I don't feel quite as a bad not you know going for Booker because well, no longer a Sun. But like I said, hopefully he doesn't get traded. So can't pull the tokens, or at least haven't seen one off the draft board. I originally thought Doink was a leaderboard card, which would have been better since you only need one. Yeah, that would be cool. Have you lived in Phoenix in the past? I grew up in Phoenix. Yeah, I grew up in Phoenix real once. That was my home as a kid, as a little kid. I didn't move to Houston until I was in 10th grade. So I was actually living in Phoenix, and my mom used to go to Arizona State. And when the Arizona Cardinals moved from St. Louis to Phoenix, and that's what got me to start liking football. When Arizona moved from St. Louis and started playing, they were the Phoenix Cardinals then. And then they were the Phoenix Cardinals, and they were playing at Sun Devil Stadium at ASU, where my mom went to school. We would go to the ASU campus. The Phoenix Cardinals would play at the ASU campus. That's what got me to like football. Was when I was living in Phoenix. So yes, that's where I lived. Also, he's barely better than a summer card. Rip on that. I definitely wouldn't pay money for a card that's barely better than it, unless it's just an absolutely disgusting card and it's amazing. Yo, Shamilton, what is going on? Dude, I have not seen you for like a year. What is up, brother? What is going on, man? Been a while. I honestly thought that you might have ran off to Costa Rica and then like got rid of your cell phone and everything else and went off grid or something. How old is your mom? Real ones. How old is your mom? Because if she's my age, I could just go look at old school photos and see if she was in one of my classes, just depending on how old she is. Because if she grew up in Phoenix, then Yeah, I mean, I've always wondered what happened to some of these kids that I went to school with, as a young kid, as a youngster in the 80s and into the 90s, right? And so I've always wondered what happened to some of these kids. Your mom's 52. Okay, she's a little bit older than me. We wouldn't have been in the same school. Little bit older than me. That's cool though, man. That's cool. I bet I mean depending on what part of town she lived in. I also lived in I mean technically the Phoenix city limits I did not live in. I lived technically in Scottsdale and I technically lived in Mesa. So my actual addresses were Scottsdale and Mesa. But both of which are obviously right in Phoenix. I lived in wait, what? I lived in three different places in Mesa, two different places in Scottsdale.
We have a crucial gridiron showdown today.
All those picks Houston got for trading for Booker, watch. Yo. Hey, if they get rid of Booker and we get like 19 picks, like I love them. I do. I love Booker, but I mean that would be kind of exciting to get like 5 first-round picks or something. Yo, been lurking around, but looked into this game and now I'm hooked. Yo, Shamilton, it's good to see you, dude. It's definitely good to see you. You know what? For somebody that's supported the channel for so long, you have supported the channel. Like I haven't seen you for like a year, and you have continuously been a member. You've been a member, and not just a normal member, but the legend member. You've been a legend member for like a year, and I haven't seen you at all. That's much appreciated, man. That's much appreciated. You haven't even like I haven't seen you in the stream, but still been supporting the channel and supporting as a membership. That's awesome, dude. And good to see you. Good to see you back, by the way. Good to see you back. And hopefully you come to the streams and we get to see you in the streams now. Pretty cool how small the world is. It is. It's insane. I went to my old houses and my old so when we moved at Phoenix when I was a little kid. So we moved from Nebraska. I was as a baby, I'm a corn-fed baby. Like I was born on a farm, in the middle of a cornfield. But we moved from Nebraska to Phoenix. And when we moved there in like 1982 or whatever, the very first house we lived in was a house that, I got these pictures from like 1982 around there, 1981. And like I got these pictures of us moving in this fucking, 1973 station wagon that obviously back then looked pretty decent shape, but the house looked nice, right? Kind of looked decent. Kind of looked, I mean, not the greatest house, but your typical one-story family home. And I got these pictures of us moving in, and it's pictures of us in the front, like it's pictures of the neighborhood, pictures of the house itself from the front yard. And I have these pictures of not only that, but like a duplex I lived in as well. And then another house that I lived in. And I have these pictures from like the early 80s and stuff of not only the apartments, but the first house we lived in Arizona. And I went back there when I was in college. I went to college at the University of Arizona. And this was not until the 2000s, right? And so when I went back there, yo, it's awful. It's awful what has happened to not only the neighborhood, but the duplex I lived in. I was not scared, but I felt like I was in a place that I don't think I would recommend just hanging out in, you know, just on a regular basis. Like I didn't feel like it was a good area. And the house in the neighborhood, or the house in the apartments, like just looked so run down. Like it looked so run down. Pieces of the house were falling apart, like off of the house. The curb and the sidewalk was like destroyed. Like pieces of cement were just broken apart, and like the driveways and like it just looked so bad. And I felt so bad like driving through there, and I was like, man, this is the house that I lived when I was a kid in the early 80s. And now 30 years later, this house, obviously 30 years does a lot to a house that's already probably 20 years old. It was probably 20 years old when I lived in it. And so by the time I saw it 50 years after it's been built, the neighborhood I don't know, man, it just didn't look good, which made me sad because I have a lot of memories in those, not only in the duplex, but in the houses. I don't like seeing that. You take it back. Doink beats Dudley's. So it seems like he's the best special edition. Okay. I mean, that's fair, I guess. Sucks he still pay to win. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It definitely sucked that he's paid to win. For a touchdown. Sure, my guy. I enjoy what you do and try to catch streams when I can. I do remember the days with Ems and Robot. Yeah, Ems actually comes by. I see her over on Twitch though. Robot doesn't really come by a whole lot. Every once in a while he'll pop in when we're doing WWE. But Ems sometimes stops by no matter what we play, but it's sporadic. But I do see her. She was actually not the other day, but the other stream, I don't know, maybe a week ago, she gifted like 15 subs in one stream. So, but yeah, she still comes over on Twitch though, not on YouTube. We stream on Twitch and YouTube simultaneous now, Shamilton. So we actually have the Twitch stream going on at the same time as the YouTube stream. So both of them are going live at the same time.
The offense definitely has the momentum now.
This game does much better on YouTube though, as opposed to Twitch. Like, I think when I do WWE Supercard, I think Supercard does better on Twitch than it does YouTube. And then for NFL 2K Playmakers, it feels like it does better on YouTube than it does on Twitch. So, I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is. And then other games I play seem to do better on Twitch than it does on YouTube. Gotta show up when she's here to see if that romance is still alive. Yeah, I remember that. Nice, yeah, she's definitely been around, man. She's definitely been around. We're gonna stream tomorrow. We stream tomorrow at launch. Not at launch, at event start. So once event starts, we'll be streaming on Twitch, you know, for WWE Supercard. So we might see her tomorrow. Crazy how much change in an area. It is. It blows my mind. Are you still in Phoenix? Like, so when we were in Scottsdale, because that's where we first moved to when we moved there. When we were in Scottsdale, Mesa wasn't a thing. And then all of a sudden they started to build they started to build into a new subdivision, Mesa. And so we moved to Mesa. And we were literally living on the very first street, the very first subdivision that they started to really start to build Mesa. And there was nothing past us, nothing past Mesa from where we were living. And nowadays, now 30 years later, the city is like 200,000 people. It's fucking insane. Like as a suburb, the suburb is enormous. And there's so much stuff there. When we lived there, though, it was very small, very small. Nothing was there. Looks like they already took Ruby draft cards out of the game. Sure did. Sure did. They might have just been placeholders, though. They might have just been placeholders. Curious if they took out. Now let's see if they took out the event card. They did not. So Sauce Gardner's still in there. So he's still in there as an event card, but it does look like they took out the Ruby tier. So no Marvin Harrison right now, but at least it does look like he's in the game. It does look like he's there. They just like took him away, like took the visibility away, because maybe they haven't put out where you could actually get him just yet, or haven't made him available in the game just yet. Did I hear who the Suns are drafting for the first pick tonight? I have heard rumors, obviously, of who they possibly could get. I don't know who they're going to go with, though. Who did you hear that they were going to go for? Score touchdown, 8 plays. We got who is this? Or this is the 18th game, right? 18th. Yeah, I also heard that, Biscuit, too. I also heard that. I saw the new, I made a tweet about it yesterday. I don't know if you saw, but I made a tweet about it yesterday, how NBA 2K already has, yesterday, they already made the 2K Next promo with the NBA draft guys in there, with the images, with the cards, and everything. They already made it. They already put the cards in there, or already made the design and done all that stuff. And so, like, it's so frustrating when 2K can't even get NFL images in these cards for players that have already been drafted, you know, and for NBA 2K, they could get it before the promo even comes out. So I heard they're actually trading for Kimball Walker. Oh my goodness. My goodness. It's not funny, man. Not funny. I'm focusing on getting a quarterback, running back, tight end, tackle so you could use them in end zone rush. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, kind of. I don't know, man. Obviously, yeah, I like the theory, Mike. I definitely like the theory. It'll make end zone rush definitely easier. It'll make it easier for sure. So yes, I agree. I think that's a good idea. So using, putting a quarterback in there is is probably you know, any type of offensive player for Ruby is a good idea for sure. Very first Ruby equipment, which looks like it is going to be 181 total points. So new equipment's 181 points. Yo, you remember Biscuit? Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember if you remember Christopher's, you know, Christopher is Biscuit, but because obviously on Twitch it's not Christopher, but yo, wonder who's gonna get Bronny? Yeah, I wonder who's gonna get a little Bronny. That'd be funny if he didn't even get drafted. That would be funny. That would be funny. Yo, Lakers at 55. Oh, yeah.
Just set it up to be a barn burner.
Yes, you're right. If the Lakers with their last pick, if Lakers with their last pick does not take Bronny, then that's almost guaranteed. That's got to be guaranteed. Call at least 3 running plays, score any points. But yeah, for sure. That's definitely got to be guaranteed. With my 3 passes. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think he's good enough either. I don't think he's good enough either.
Green Dog 44.
I always wonder how come with a new game, new development and such, they can't get designs that are at least... I know... Biscuit. I don't understand. Wait, this is pass, right? Oh, this is called run plays. God dang it. And the first 3 on my first play were all 3 passes. And now again, first 3 plays, all passes. But right, that's the one thing, that's what I bitched about the NBA 2K Playmakers in the beginning, how the shit that they do doesn't make sense to me. Because I don't understand how they could have a game like WWE and know about the game like they do, and the knowledge they have learned over the years with WWE, and make these sort of blunders and make these sort of mistakes that they make in this game. It just blows my mind. Like, how can you possibly have a game like WWE and learn everything that you've learned about WWE and then do the things you do in this game? Like, it just does not make sense to me. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Which made me think that they just don't know anything about football. And that they're just making the game because they think they can make money off of it, which they possibly could, but they just possibly don't know anything about football. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I almost have Trevor Lawrence maxed out. There is no way, Mike. There is no way you have Trevor Lawrence almost maxed out. That's not even possible, bro. That's not even possible. To get that, let's just assume that you put it in Spotlight. And Spotlight is, what is it, 20 times 14? That's 280 resets. And even if you did 50% of the time, you're talking you would need 500 resets in order to do that. It's not even possible, man. Yeah, you said almost. Almost means, I don't know, you get level 10, level 11, level 12, level 13, somewhere around there. Like, it's only been 3 hours and 40 minutes. Like, there's no way you could get that many resets that fast. Unless you got the craziest bot in the world. I'll send you a recording of the doink on Discord in a bit. Sent the GIF of, okay, let me look at Discord. Like even level 9, man. Like that would just yeah, even like I said, even if he's in spotlight. Cuz plays don't count, playbooks don't count as resets. Plays and playbooks don't count. And to put him in here, if he's in spotlight, and you're playing in the West, then you're getting him once every 20 ruby resets. And even if you got a ruby 50% of the time, that will take you 40 resets to get one level. And if you got him 9 times at 40 resets for 9 times, that's 360 resets. Like, there's no way you can get 360 resets in 3 hours and 40 minutes. That's a reset. I mean, that's a reset. That's what one reset every minute, faster than every minute. That's like one reset every 30 seconds. Like, that would be literally impossible. Again, unless you had the craziest bot in the world. And maybe you can do it on a bot. I don't know. Maybe you could do it on a bot, on a speed bot. If that's the case, then okay. Then maybe you could get it. People want Mavs to draft Bronny to try and get... Oh my gosh. That is actually could be a real strat, actually. If you have the urge to try to get LeBron James to your team, you could draft his son and try to get him to sign with your team to have him there. Just having him on the team, I would have to say, just having him on the team, it's possible that they boost your stuff instantly anyway. Oh, that's a badass card, dude. Biscuit, that's a badass card, man. I love that. I love the design. I think that looks fantastic. Yo, you're in Emerald 3 trying to get to Sapphire. Was grinding Emerald League for 3 draft cards. Should I try grinding Sapphire League to move up? Definitely grind Sapphire until you get... If you're in Emerald 3, you're not going to be able to complete Sapphire tier. You're not going to be able to complete it. I don't think you'll be able to complete it. You could probably complete it if you reset it 1,000 times. But you're gonna need to be in Sapphire in order to complete. At least that's how it was in previous ones. Like when we first unlocked Gold, or when we first started playing the game, we couldn't get through Emerald without being in Emerald tier. You know what I'm saying? And so I would do Sapphire League to get the Ruby card, which I think that you could probably get Hamilton. But other than that, if you're in Emerald 3, and you're trying to grind emeralds to get to Sapphire, I would just play the West. I would just play West over and over. That's what I did. Even with 3 draft cards in there, I don't think it's worth it. I would just focus on the West and get those up. Just pulled him 3 resets to begin. I mean, that's fine, Mike. I just find that very hard to believe. Like, you just, like, even if he's in Spotlight, that takes 20 resets to get him in Spotlight. You don't pull him early. Like, it takes 20 resets. And that's if you pull a Ruby every single time. And playbooks don't count as resets. Plays don't count as resets. Sapphires don't count as resets. So even at best, you're probably looking at 25% of the time you're getting a Ruby, which means it will still take you 50 to 60 resets to get one single Ruby card. I mean, that's a whole lot of resets. And like, you would have to get a reset like once every minute. It just seems like a lot. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do it. I mean, maybe you can, but that just seems like a lot, man. It just seems like a lot.
Can they make this drive count?
Call at least 3 pass plays and score any points to win. It's such a good design, and they locked it. Yeah, I thought it was a great design. It looks beautiful. I only got the 1 because, like I said, I thought it was a leaderboard card. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic design. I loved it. It's never happened to me, Jack. It is never happened to me. I've had over 1,000 resets. It's never happened. I don't think it's supposed to happen. I got him in Spotlight 3. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Did you see the Heisman Trophy cards in NCAA 25 Mutt? Yo, do you have the post of them, Savage? Do you have the post? Wait, Heisman Trophy. You mean like legit old school Heisman Trophy players? Like with ex Heisman Trophy winners as cards in Ultimate Team? If you have those on Twitter or something, or have a way, or can you send them? Are you on Discord? Are you on the Discord? I need to follow their. I need to see if they have a in or college football 25. I need to see if they have a Twitter page, an official Twitter page. Maybe they posted it on Twitter. I don't know. Where'd you see it at? Well, at least 3 pass plays. Yeah, but Cat Daddy hates you, hence you white. Oh, I know, bro. The streak's still alive, Biscuit. Streak is still alive. I still have not pulled an early reset. And tomorrow we're gonna get another reset. And watch, it's gonna go to max again. I don't know at all how it's even possible to pull that many resets in a row. The right arrow has taken the lead, honestly. The right arrow has now taken the lead as most ridiculous amounts of pros that I have. And so I would have to say it's probably going to be a right arrow. It's in the Discord. Where's my fucking... What? Oh, the Streamlabs. Fuck. Discord is in my Discord. You put it in my Discord in like one of the channels. Talk about anything channel. Let me see. I didn't even know where my Discord was. It's been so long since I looked at it. Talk about anything. Xerxes. I don't know who Xerxes is. I got you. Okay, that's not very exciting to me. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the Heisman cards, I mean, I dig it, but like, I thought you meant Heisman Trophy as in like people that have won the Heisman Trophy and that people that have, you know, are coming, you know, just like old school cards. Like, I like that. Don't get me wrong. I like the Heisman hopeful thing. I think it's a great idea. The cards look pretty decent. But I want to see, I certainly want to see historic players. That's what's going to make the game for me. Is if they add historic players, like old school players, like those are the things I'm going to want to grind for. Those are going to be the things that I want to play for in Ultimate Team. If they don't have like the old school guys in there, I'm not going to play Ultimate Team. Like I'm just going to do the other stuff. Like it doesn't serve any purpose to me to play Ultimate Team if there's no old school historic players, if it's only the new guys and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even have your Discord. I don't, man. If there's anybody in chat that wants my Discord, here, I'll put it in there. I'm so bad at that. Like, I'm so bad at, like, doing anything with Discord that... I mean, I don't blame people for not going there. I mean, maybe for NCAA football or when college football drops, that will be better about it because I'll have, like, a way to, or a reason to communicate on Discord. But just, I don't know, as of right now, like, I just don't get on Discord a whole lot. But I do have a Playmakers channel in there, and so, like, and we do have amazing people in there. So if you are interested in joining the Discord, feel free to join the Discord. Because there are the Discord channels. Those are the Discord links. If you want to come hang out. Oh, yo, Drewski, that's awesome, dude. I like it. I like it. And speaking of Drewski, like if they were to put in like an old school Teddy Bruschi card from Arizona in college, in the college football game, bro, that would just get me so hype, man. That would just get me so hype. So I really hope that they put in old school stuff. Another equipment. Wow. We've pulled just as many equipment and plays as we have actual player cards. Yeah, I mean, I know Roberts. You're going to be talking about Cal guys. I'm going to be talking about Arizona guys. You know, yes, for sure. Looking at a non-biased way. You know, when I first saw that, when first Savage mentioned that, like the first thing I thought about is like Bo Jackson or something. You know, Give him an Auburn card. Having that in the game. Obviously, someone told me Barry Sanders ain't going to be able to be in there because for whatever reason, I don't know. People that say, you know, have subscribed, what is it, like subscribed or unsubscribed or whatever it is they do to the NFL union, or that allow their rights or whatever. But things like that, you know, the players like Barry Sanders at Oklahoma State, when Thurman Thomas was with him at Oklahoma State, you know, all of the old Miami guys. I mean, think about the classic Miami, University of Miami teams that you could put together and play in there. Like, that would just be incredible, man. That would be incredible. We got another emerald too. Let's start working on that. Hey, where's our other emerald? Did they take it out or something? We pulled another emerald. Swear to God, we have one. Why is our emerald not in here? We have two of them that are pullable on the draft board. Am I just blind? Am I blind, chat? It was a Miami Dolphins guy, right? The hell, dude? That's some bullshit. They're gonna give us the cards and then not even allow us to fucking put them in Spotlight? Can you pull Sapphires and Ruby tiers? Justin, yes. Sapphires and Rubies are the only thing that reset the draft board. Lucky for you, there's only one Right Arrow Enigma Summer card. Thank God. Who is it? I'll probably get it. Probably be my first pro, too. It's been 7 years since I played any Ultimate Team. It's been like 5 years for me. Ron. Who all did they got in there? Can you just give me the list? I'm definitely curious. Wait. Sonya got a WrestleMania 40 card? Yes. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. I'll take that. Same thing happened to me. Can't find Arnold and shopped Robinson as max. See, that's some bullshit, man. That is some bullshit. Obviously, they got some bugs in the game, right? Did you see what I said about level 6, Mike? I pulled 3 off of the board, 3 in Spotlight, so it's level 6. Okay, all right. I mean, that seems a little bit more possibly realistic. 3 off the board though is like, if you pulled one and then put it in Spotlight, like, that would be your 3 off the board. Like, how could you get it in Spotlight and on the board at the same time? Because your board is the Spotlight. But either way, I mean, if you got it, you know, you got it, man. It's all good. It doesn't really matter. I'm just saying. Doesn't really make a difference. It's all good. Braun, Ethan Page, Rocky, LA Knight, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. Interesting. Very interesting and absolutely... Oh, wait. It's clown themed. Not typical summer beach themed, right? Because if it's summer beach themed, like putting Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark in there for a summer beach, that's just, nah, bro. Nah, man. Oh, like the ones from back in the day. Those were pretty cool. Those like twisted looking carnival ones. Those were actually pretty cool. I did. I like those ones. Those are good ones. Shayna and Zoe are pure campaign choices. That could be true. Could be true. But I do like that design from the old school like twisted ones. Yeah, he opted out of football games. Unfortunately. Yep. Give me some Broadway Joe. Put him in there. I don't even know where he went to school. Ethan Page already. That's dope. Would have thought it would have taken longer for him to get in the game. Yo, J Cash, what is up, man? Now that Ethan was crazy, like, damn, he hadn't been in company that long. Shark. Lexus King made it? Interesting. You talking about new cards? Are you talking about new cards or just in the WWE in general? You talking about just added to the roster? Namath went to Alabama. So, I mean, point being is like having those superstars, man. Like that's like having those college stars. That's what's gonna make Ultimate Team for me. That's the only thing that's gonna make Ultimate Team for me. If they do not have college super or historic players, then I won't play Ultimate Team. I might give it a go like the first week or something, but yeah, nah, man. I ain't gonna play Ultimate Team if all we're gonna do is have if all we're gonna have is just current day players and stuff. That's gonna be so boring. That's gonna be so boring. Like if they're gonna use current day players and current day players only, I'd rather do franchise. Like I'd rather do franchise with everybody that's you know watching the stream and stuff. Like all of us together playing franchise and facing each other together and fighting for recruits and fighting for Heisman and fighting for bowl bids and fighting for playoffs and stuff and doing that during live streams rather than waste my time playing stupid Ultimate Team if they're not going to have any historic players in there. Assuming Sauce is the event card, yeah. I would assume he is the event card for sure. He would rank as 11th compared to best rubies in the game. Pretty darn good. Yeah. I mean, that's decent. That's decent. For sure. So, I don't mind Sauce being in there. I just wish they would make an actual fucking lightning defensive back. Like, it does frustrate me a little that some of these playstyles don't have any players in that playstyle, especially when that playstyle is the most used in playbooks. Like, obviously, they didn't do planning when they planned this out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lightning is hands down the best playstyle in specific spots as a defensive back, but yet we don't have any Lightning playstyles. Like I wish they would have planned it a little bit better, or give us a Lightning playstyle then for a defensive back. Like, let us have one. You know, make one. He said, "Nah, bruh." Look at me talking like I'm 20 years old again. We didn't say "nah, bruh" when we were a kid. We said things like, "Nah, dog. Nah, homie. Nah, kid." That's the type of thing we said. It is weird though how like, you know, your kids have an impact on you. You know, the things that they say.
What play call the offense has.
What is this? Just win the game versus score. Versus score. Won't be in day one. Got to build up those cards first. Yes. Wait. Are you on the football thing or are we on WWE? Savage. Because if we're on the football thing, I agree. I don't think that historic players should be there the first day. Maybe one. But we should know if they're going to come or not. Like, that, we should know that. Like, you can't build up Ultimate Team. You can't make the hype any high. You can't make the hype any higher than talking about Ultimate Team with historic players. And so I am sure if they're gonna put historic players in Ultimate Team, we will know that before the game starts. And as long as I know that they're gonna be there, I will play it. As long as I know that they're there. They're new NXT superstars or relatively new. 3 more DMs your way, Sonny. I'll check them out. Okay, let me check them out. Just pull the Bo Nix. What? Ruby with no image, like a base tier card? I didn't see that he was in there. I didn't see that he was in there. I mean, we didn't go through all the Ruby players. That'd be cool. I didn't see him in the catalog, though. I didn't look at all the players in the catalog, though. You're still young in my book? That is crazy. There's no way. There's no way. Chamilton, how old are you? Are you my age or something? Are you in your mid to late 40s? You're not my age, are you? If you're saying I'm still young, and you're young, there's no way you could think I'm young. I don't feel young, man. I'm old as shit. Yeah, very excited to level up Justin Tucker, for sure. Let me, Oh, that's dope. Okay, I didn't even see it. So he has a draft day card and a basic card. Oh, the Indy Hartwell is very nice. Very, very nice. Oh my god, that Sonya is fan-fucking-tastic. LA Knight, that is super also dope. All 3 of those, beautiful, man. Beautiful. Beautiful cards, dude. I like them. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Yeah, and imagine if they made those. Imagine if they made those cards, those Summer Day cards, or the Doink card. Imagine if they made the Doink card and didn't put an image on it and just put a generic ass clown. Just imagine what people would do in WWE if they did that. Like, yo, people would lose their fucking mind. People would lose their mind. Like, people... People, like, think about this, Biscuit. So they just I mean, I know you don't play this game. So I'm just going to tell you. So right now, today, right, at 2 o'clock, they released Ruby Tier. Ruby Tier is now 100 plus cards and gives everybody a whole new thing to grind for, right? And at the same time of them releasing Ruby Tier, they also released progression packs. And in this progression pack, for this brand new, after releasing a brand new Ruby Tier, which started at 2 o'clock, these progression packs contain only Sapphire cards, with the last card being a Sapphire Draft Day card with no image, and it costs $100 fucking dollars. $100. And it's only Sapphire cards with a card at the end that doesn't even have an image. It's like shit like that it just blows my mind. Like, how can a company that made WWE Supercard and knows, you know, the things that people like and how to make good cards like they do with the summer cards in WWE, come out with such shit like that? It's just, I'll show it to you as soon as I get done with this. As soon as we get done winning this Super Bowl and moving on to that Sapphire seasons. Am I watching the NBA draft? No, Roberts. I am not, man. I am not. Not worth it, J-Cash. It is not worth it. Yeah, just to outline as a superstar. Just an outline of a superstar. Boom! Hey, our next Ruby tier card, 2942. Frank Ragnow. Ragnarok. All right, good pull. Oh, Super Bowl dub. So JJ McCarthy. Boom. Continue. Boom. Thank you. Unlocked finally. Okay. Let's go look at this. So here, it's called Forward Progress. And this is the ending card, which, again, keep in mind that in order to max out these cards, you need 14 of them. By all, 17,200 credits. And just to give you an idea before we go through the packs of how much that is. 17,500 credits cost $100. $100 for 17,500 tokens. Forward Progress. 17,200. And this is what you get. Gold pack. Gold pack. A chance of an emerald. A chance of an emerald. Emerald. Sapphire, 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 sapphire. And then finally, the very last pack, which costs 6,000 fucking tokens for one single card. And they put this out the day Ruby tier drops. That is wild. Absolutely wild. And I'm not saying that people aren't dumb enough to buy this, because I bet there is. I bet there are people that buy this and spend that money and waste $100. And I'm sorry, if you waste $100 on this pack, just fucking come to my stream and donate or something and let it be used for something good, which is making the stream better and making my equipment and life easier. But if you're going to waste $100 on this, like, it just blows my mind. Like, they released Ruby tier today and this is what they put out. Like, they have no common sense, but yet they make things like beautiful, like in WWE Supercard. It's just crazy to me how they can do that. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I know what you do in WWE, but at least what you get in WWE, and even though I think you spend a wild amount of money for sure, at least you get something worth getting, you know? Like, there's nothing good about that. There's nothing good. And the fact that you got to get these cards 14 times in order to even make them, especially being that Ruby tier is out now. I don't know, man. That was the sneakiest FU 2K's done in a while by dropping $100 Sapphire on a new tier day. I know there's probably people that probably did this thinking that it was going to have rubies in it, and they just did it thinking, oh shit, rubies, or they looked at this and just assumed it was a ruby card and did that. GG to that. Yo, Brandon, what is up, man? Thank you for the raid, my dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. Good to see you. Glad you made it back. They do it should be towards the YouTube video, but if you have a bigger channel. Yeah, I mean, you said I don't ever like ask for anything directly, and say, oh, hey, you have to do this to be part of the channel or be part of the community and be part of the whatever. Or that you have to subscribe or that you have to become a member, or you have to do anything like that. But like seeing this and knowing that people like absolutely just throw away 17,000 tokens, $100. Like, I'm sorry, man. Just give it to me. I mean, I'll make better use out of it than you ever will in that bullshit. This ECW month has been a bit much even for me. Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been much for me too. You could make the store think you were in Argentina and get 35K credits for like $22. That's actually a fat deal though. For sure. Yeah, for sure. And another thing that WWE Supercard has, obviously, is the wall, is the deal wall or whatever. And so you get even cheaper discounts. You get cheaper discounts, right? You get cheaper discounts on all the stuff that you get. We got to finish out. Since we grinded out Emerald seasons during the live stream, and if you haven't checked out a live stream yet, certainly look in the description. We'll be streaming again very soon. But let's look at the rewards for Sapphire seasons. Since I have not seen them yet, I do believe that you're going to be able to get not only Sapphire cards in here, but you're going to get a Ruby somewhere in here. And so you go 4-0, you go 8-0, you go undefeated for 12 games. You go undefeated for 17 games. All going to be Sapphires. Bye week also guaranteed to be a Sapphire. So all that's good. Looking at the very end, though, wild card, you're going to get, again, a Sapphire, possibly Emerald. Oh, no, it says one of each. So you get a Sapphire and an Emerald in that one. Sapphire and Emerald in this one, and then finally you should get a Ruby. Now, if this works just like it did in previous seasons, all of these rewards are going to change once you complete this one time. So once you complete it one time, it's no longer going to be a Ruby tier at the end. It could be, because I don't know how they did this time. But hopefully that the next time you do it, after you complete it the first time and it gives you a Ruby the first time, hopefully the next time it's going to give you the 3 Sapphire tier NFL draft cards, because gold seasons and emerald seasons give you 3 NFL draft cards. So I would think that Sapphire would as well, but we'll just have to see. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to do with the video, right? Did we make a part on this? Did we make a video on this? Was this part of the video? Anyone know? I don't know. I'll do it again just in case. I can't remember if I did it or not. If I included it in the video. Now with the new tier comes new packs and new ways to scam you guys out of money. And I don't want you to be foolish enough to do this. It is a brand new tier And we have a brand new game mode. I mean, it's not a brand new game mode, but a brand new cards in this game mode that cost 17,200 tokens to complete. I want to remind everybody that is $100 on the day of launching Ruby tier, mind you. Just to show you what you get, a bunch of golds, a bunch of emeralds, and then Sapphire cards for the very last step. Very puzzling to me that they would throw this sort of progression pack in the game that costs $100 when Ruby tier just launched, when all of the Ruby cards are pretty much better than anything you can get in this pack. They're still going to put this out there. But either way, if you want to spend the $100, if you're brand new to the game, if you just started today and you want to juice your way up super fast, you certainly can do that, but I certainly wouldn't. I would just recommend going down in the description of the video and hitting that little support button and help the channel instead of wasting your money on this. Okay. So I think that's all I wanted to do for the video, right? Well, oh, wait, we got to do an outro too. That is it, right, though. We talked about seasons. We talked about this. We talked about Red Zone Drive. Open it for the video. We could, right? We could. I opened it with my getting a poll on the board, but I'll put it more towards the beginning. I will. I'll put it more towards the beginning. But we opened it with me getting my poll on the draft board. So today we ended up with yeah. So very first day of Ruby tier, at least during the stream, we have been able to pull 7 total rubies. We've pulled 2 plays and we've pulled 2 equipments. Not really too bad for 3 hours during the stream. Now, as far as once you get done with seasons, if you don't want to play seasons anymore and you want to jump back into Red Zone Drive to grind the division in order to get the best cards, I think that it's possible that the West and East are the ways to go. This does seem a little bit more balanced, though, to me, when you talk about which is the best divisions. When you talk about West, there's not that many, it's not as heavily favored in one side, at least in my opinion. West, we got, Bosa right here. We got Prater. We got, who's that? Dickerson? Is that what that says? I can't even tell. And he's a punter, so who really cares? And then we have, is that it for West? The Cardinals and then another San Francisco. So it's like pretty balanced. And then you talk about the East, you got the Jets right here. You got Dallas over here. Here's another West one right here. Here's another West one. The North, maybe the East isn't that great. The South does have 2 Jacksonvilles pretty close in Carolina. And then we got the North, which has Minnesota, Detroit. So it does kind of seem a little bit more balanced in the division you actually pick. But either way, though, that is going to do it. That is Ruby tier right there. There's a lot to do, a lot to grind for. Like I said before, if you want to join a stream, be sure you go in the description, go find Twitch, or just be sure you sub and turn those notifications on. I will see y'all next time, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying Ruby tier. Take it easy. Peace. All right, so that's good. That works. Yo, Alex, what's up, man? Great to finally catch you live. I just logged in my tier. Supposed to be Ruby 2. Any idea why you wouldn't be? Yes, every single person is like that. That happens. Alex, so what you're going to do, you're going to come to your roster, hit auto update. And then once you hit auto update, you're going to find one of these cards in here. Offense, defense, special teams. It does not make a difference. Find one of these cards that you can improve your equipment. Find an equipment, put it in there. And then it'll work. Oh, Savage already told you. He beat me to it. Yep. Good to see you, though. I've managed to get both F3 Dudleys and 3 of the 4 ECWs, just base Punk. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. GG on that. It's got to be an equipment in one of your cards. Hey, Savage said it too. Oh, Savage said it on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube and on YouTube. What's up? Dinner ready? Oh, we're not doing the dinner? Or you just telling me hi? Oh, hi. Love you. I didn't. I was just asking you. You don't have to make anything. My wife's yelling at me, chat. Uh-oh. She's giving me crazy eyes right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shock works though. Zap. We got shock colors for our dogs, chat.
What is I thought it was like,
Yeah. Like he got stung by a bee. Hilarious. Yeah. It's not. Oh, I will if they ask. I'll tell them anyway. Bye. So, chat, if you've been into the streams long enough, y'all also know that our dogs bark all the time, bro. All the time. And they bark at everything. Every single bird, squirrel, rat, raccoon, dog, cat, mouse, anything that is an animal, the dogs bark at. And they bark inside, outside, all the time. And they're so loud. So loud. They wake us up in the middle of the night. They bark us in the morning. And we cannot get them to stop. They just bark and bark and bark and bark. So we're going to try shock collars. And we found ones that were, I don't know, kind of expensive. So hopefully work good. And it just gives them a little bzz, bzz, and gets them to stop. So hopefully it works. She also wants you to buy she wants me to buy the pack. She would shoot me. That pack costs more money than I make in a week. So I doubt it. Definitely wouldn't be recommended, man. Definitely wouldn't be recommended to do that. Anyways, chat, I think I am gonna call it though because 6:30. I'm getting hungry. And I think everybody thought that the stream was over because I said peace out and everybody left. I guess that's the problem of making a video while you stream. Good news is, though, we're going to be on WWE Supercard tomorrow. And we'll probably be on, say, around 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. And we will be, you know, grinding out some WWE Supercards, trying to grind out them summer cards, and playing the event. Even though we don't care about the event card, we're still going to be playing the event and doing all that. But like I said, thanks everybody that came out for the stream, and hopefully y'all have good luck in your Ruby tier. And thanks for all the new followers. Thanks for all the new subs. Thanks for the new tier 1 sub of Rainbow Bobby. Appreciate y'all coming out, and of course, you know, doing all that stuff. And hopefully I see everybody tomorrow during tomorrow's stream of WWE Supercard. I will be back here on Friday with NFL 2K Playmakers. We'll be back NFL on Friday at about 1 o'clock Central Standard Time on Friday. Maybe even earlier because we're actually going out of town. It's my mother's birthday and we're going to Galveston. Friday's going to be up in the air. We'll just have to get on earlier. Good to see you again, by the way, Shamilton. Since it's been so long since I've seen you and you've been in chat. But again, guys, thanks everybody that came out. Appreciate it. Like, follow, sub, find the description. You know where all the links are. And hopefully I see everybody again soon. I'll take it easy. Have a good rest of your evening. Happy Wednesday. Peace out, guys.